district attorney, as a mother, and as a citizen, let me congratulate you. You just do not know how proud we are of you. You all prove that when I take risks, when Judge, now Justice LaGrua takes risks, that we are right. That we know that you are worthy, and you all are showing the world that you all are worthy.
My name is Rachelle Carnesale, and I'm the Superior Court Judge in charge of My Journey Matters.
My name is Shawn Ellen LaGrua, and I'm here today as a justice on the Supreme Court, but I started as a Superior Court Judge 11 years ago when we started this program.
My role is to determine what type of services they need to be successful, to bring them into court regularly, to meet with them, to help them find mentors and support in the community, and to require them to complete the conditions. So typically we require people have jobs and go to school. If they haven't been able to complete their diploma, we require that they get a GED, and it's understandable that without education credentials, it's very hard to succeed. For people who just aren't going to be able to complete a GED or graduate high school, we require they get some kind of technical certification. Our goal really is to shepherd them through the system until they can be successful adults. Unfortunately, for people who fail in the program, sometimes my job is to put them in jail until they're able to comply. But that's how the program works.
When I started as a prosecutor 20 plus years ago, the average young violent offender was about 19 or 20, dropping out of school in the 11th grade. Fast forward to when I got to the bench, the average age was about 15, dropping out in the 9th grade. I was involved with accountability courts, drug and DUI courts when I was in DeKalb County and Fulton County, and I thought, could we do something that's similar with these young offenders? Once they've gone to prison for a year, they're going to keep going back and back. So even if you send them for 10 years, eventually they're going to get out. Then what are you going to do?
We can send people to prison for 20, 30 years, but these are young people that we're dealing with, and they're going to come out. And when they come out, they're going to be people who've been incarcerated for 20, 30 years. Do you think they'll be better? They won't.
So you don't get out of this program until you have a GED or a high school diploma, you've been clean for at least a year, and you have another skill so that you're stable, employable, and hopefully you're never coming back.
We know that incarceration and criminality is generational, so the hope is that all these little children that you saw here today at the graduation will have different outcomes because their parents had different outcomes.
My name is Jordan Butler, and I'm here to complete my graduation of the My Journey Matters program. This program is important because it helps felonies and people like me who had a bad past a chance to recover and rekindle their life and change it for the better. This program changed my life specifically because I feel like heading down the wrong path, but this program gave me some officers that were on my side to push me forward and to do better. Well, now I have my GED, I have a job, and I have my own house, so I feel like everything's just moving along the right way through cause of this program mainly.
So you may go into a room and we all kind of look at each other and we discount or give people higher points than what they deserve. And when you see that people are doing that to you, I want you to smile to yourself and say, they don't know me. They don't know what I've overcome, and whatever you throw my way, I can get over this too.
A number of years ago when Chief Erica Shields was here as a deputy chief, she got involved with the program. It came through Leadership Atlanta. And she decided to find a grant and gave us 3 full-time police officers that are assigned to just this program. It's now become a permanent part of the Atlanta Police Department. And if you can imagine if the relationship across our communities nationally, if the relationship was better between the police and the communities, what that discussion might look like. And these young folks really like these officers. They come running to them, they give them hugs. You saw all the pictures they wanted taken. They weren't scared of these officers. They didn't think the officers were out to get them. They've become their friends, their mentors, their parents, depending on the age. And the officers really love the program and love working with the young people and seeing the better things that can happen than just arresting someone and taking them to jail.
I think she picked the absolute perfect name for this program. My Journey Matters. I hope you all write that up somewhere and that you put it somewhere you see it every day, because your journey does matter and you do matter. And the highs of your journey matter as well as the lows, because you need to learn and to grow from them. I hope today you are really, really proud of yourselves, because Justice LaGrua was nice, but the truth is everyone doesn't make it to graduation. Everyone doesn't make it here. Everyone does not have this success, and you all do.
The program is special to me because my very, very close friend started it, Justice LaGrua. I started hearing her talk about it over 10 years ago. I helped her develop the concept for it, and it's just so meaningful as someone who had a career in prosecution to have opportunities to give people second chances, to make different decisions for people who traditionally would have just, their lives would have essentially ended at the time of sentencing.
I think it impacts me as much as it does them. They're all incredibly good people. I get disturbed when somebody says an armed robbery is a mistake, because it's not a mistake. But these are young folks that haven't had any expectations, they haven't had any praise. And so when you see them flourish, when they come running into court because they got that high school diploma or GED, you saw today the woman brought her daughter's college diploma up because she knew how important education was. I handled the reentry court for Fulton County a number of years ago, reintegrating older offenders back into the community. And when they asked me if I'd do it, I said, what's the educational component? They said, there isn't one. I said, well, then you've got the wrong judge. So either we're going to have an educational component or I'm not the judge for your program, because I just think reading and an education opens doors.
Even when some days the only good thing you can say about the day before is, I'm glad that one is over. Wake up and understand that the next day is a new opportunity, and that is in your past. I like to say it's Black history. It's yesterday.
This is an opportunity that most don't get. You guys were blessed enough to have Justice LaGrua as your judge. So someone, somewhere, the great creators saw upon you to give you another opportunity. And another courtroom, another county, another situation, we probably wouldn't be here.
So the hope for this program is the community rises because individuals are treated with justice and are able to move forward and be successful in their lives, but also that as a result of that, they won't be committing crimes and injuring the community.
I'm just always so proud, and I think this may be the first time where we've had a group graduation. We may have more than one. When pre-pandemic, we would have court every Friday or once a month, the first Friday of the month. And so we would graduate multiple people, but it was not as formal as today. And I think that's just a highlight for the community to see what goes on in this program. So I was just excited to have it here in this court building.
As someone who has served as a prosecutor for 2 decades now, and as the first woman district attorney in the largest and the best county in the state, I can say that this kind of program is the model for what I am trying to do to walk behind Justice LaGrua.